Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he floats one there, incomplete. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now Cohen. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. No score after 1 on EA Sports. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. On play action, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now, Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. 7 yards there and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. That's good for 28 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown, man.
You're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This one out left to the tight end, Burton. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. Will look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Single.
Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, 38 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Now the Packers get set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Heads up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And now here's another interception. Deion Bush with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The interception was...
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly... I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. 180. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Flushed out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
218, chop. Big ass. Check three. Watch out.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here we go.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Alert. Hey, orbit. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Mike 42.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Zadarius Smith able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's when you almost never see at this level a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Let's go, defense. Who we got? Check 26.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now it's Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that'll hurt up the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, it's Coleman. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Buying time to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers going to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. On the screen, this is Coleman. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
26.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a great dispatch.
Hey, fire.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Fire.
And the decision to bring it out.
Hello?
Good one as he's up a yard or 2
Hey, you want to play Creature? Oh, I'm just playing Madden right now. I want the game bad, but I can't afford it, so I'll just run it at Red Box like a poor person.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown.
Get down, boy.
And down he goes. Zadarius Smith.
Hey, you know what's funny? I'm roasting this guy's 49ers. I've been getting intercepted. All I literally did was run for a whole drive and score because he can't stop it.
Now
Nice.
left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I usually play Wreckfest now. Yeah, Wreckfest. Is it free? Wreckfest? No, I bought that game. Wreckfest is like a demolition derby / racing game, but you can race people and still crash them like you would a demolition derby. It's nice.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Jesus, he must be that desperate.
He's in there for his
For
4th
what?
sack of the afternoon.
He's so desperate right now, you can tell. Hey, Jason.
It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is.
It was about what?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this.
Okay, English?
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first.
You about buy some Zucat. That's something I cannot believe.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter,
hey, Don.
especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was
How you doing, Don?
and I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to
Max, I was wondering if you want to play some Crew 2.
pound away and try and finish off a game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second.
What a house.
Running right, Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll.
So what, you keep your games in one area?
Gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
So what, you keep like your favorite games and your non-favorite games in one area?
Blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Oh, shit.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it?
Give me 1 second, Jason.
Loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be...
I just got my new oil.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. Think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Forced out to his left. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now a dump-off here complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. On play action, now Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On first down, Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Being chased out left. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Here we go.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Jump. 21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dean Lowry in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And the pressure gets to him again. Dean Lowry. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Green 18. 54. Yo.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Yeah, I just ran a check.